Okay, welcome to the next page of the study guide. Um, Find the measure indicated by the angle to the nearest degree. So we are going to need a calculator for that. So here is, that's our angle, theta. We'll call that theta. This part right here, that's our hypotenuse. And this side is adjacent. So in order to find out what theta is to the nearest degree, again, the nearest degree, uh, we would we need to do cosine of theta is equal to the adjacent 10 over the hypotenuse is 28. You can reduce that fraction if you want. And since we are using, reduce the fraction if you want, you don't have to. So we would go into our calculator and we would do second inverse cosine. Oops, nope, clear that out. We need to go in here and do inverse cosine of 10. Oh, nope, it's just taking inverse cosine, what you're doing there. So we'll do, sorry, not familiar with this calculator, 10 divided by 28. Then we want to do the inverse cosine of that. What? Okay. Let's try it this way then. 10 divided by 28, close parentheses. What? Okay. So that's 5/14, and then do second inverse cosine of this, and we get 69.1 degrees. Oh, nearest degree, so 69 degrees. 69 degrees. There we go. If you are getting something different, it's probably because your calculator is not in degree mode. So instead, if you did 10 divided by 28 equals, and you did inverse cosine of that, and you got 1.21-ish, that is a radian measure. That is a radian measure, so we want degrees here. So make sure you are set up in degrees. So let's look at this next one. There is our theta, and we have opposite, the opposite side and the adjacent side. So tangent of theta is equal to 23 over 41. So in our calculator, and again, your TI-84 is going to work a lot different than this one. 23 over 41. And we want to take the inverse tangent of that, actually. So we'll do inverse tangent, and we get 29.29 degrees. So theta is about 29 degrees. Theta is about. There we go. Find each angle measured to the nearest degree. So again, this is another calculator one. Let's clear that out. And so we just need to type and we want tangent of that, so we take inverse tangent, and that is 77 degrees. So A is about 77 degrees. It's an ugly 7. And then finally, this last one, this is just some calculator practice to make sure you know how to type all these in. 0.4877. And we want the inverse tangent of that one. And we get 26 degrees. So A is about 26 degrees. Okay, find all solutions to each equation in radians. We don't need a calculator for these. These are all going to be unit circle stuff. So we want to take the inverse cosine of both sides here. Take the inverse cosine of both sides here, and we get theta is equal to, so that is square root of 3 over 2. Go back to my unit circle. Is going to be, that's a pi over 6 one, so negative is going to be 5 pi over 6. 5 pi over 6 plus 2 pi k, and theta is equal to the other one, which should be 7 pi over 6 plus 2 pi k. Our theta is now all by itself, so that is our final answer, and that is all solutions. Inverse sine of -1. So -1 only occurs on the unit circle for, so yeah, take the inverse sine of both sides, and it only occurs at -1 should be 3 pi over 2 plus 2 pi k, and that's the only occurrence, so it's only one we need to write. Inverse sine, sine theta is equal to -√3 over 2. So take the inverse sine of both sides. And that's going to be in quadrants 3 and 4. So we're going to want, so I think that's the over 3's. So we want theta is equal to 4 pi over 3. That's our quadrant 3 solution. And our quadrant 4 solution is 5 pi over 3. And then we want to add 2 pi k to each of those. There's those. Take the inverse sine again of both sides. And theta, so 1/2, I think that's going to be our pi over 3's again. No, pi over 6's. That's our pi over 6's. So that's going to be pi over 6 plus 2 pi k. And that's going to be, what's the other one on top? 5 pi over 6, I believe. 5 pi over 6 plus 2 pi k. Number 9 works essentially the same way. Take the inverse sine of both sides. And we get theta is equal to, so that's going to be, what is it, -√2 over 2. So that's going to be quadrants 3 and 4 again. And that's going to be 5 pi over 4 plus 2 pi k. And it's going to be, the one in quadrant 4 is going to be 7 pi over 4 plus 2 pi k. There we go. And then finally we have tangent. Take the inverse tangent of both sides, and we get theta is equal to, if you want to treat this the same way you're doing sine and cosine, we can do theta is equal to 0 plus 2 pi k, and theta is equal to pi plus 2 pi k. That's where tangent is equal to 0. Or if you want to write the simplified version, that is totally fine too. The simplified version is theta is equal to 0 plus pi k, or just pi k. Theta is equal to pi k. And then before all of y'all email me, and say that I forgot the most important part, I'm going to write it down right now. K is an element, or k is an integer, for all of them. k is some integer. Write that down, and it's going to apply for everything. Okay, I will see you guys on the last page.